All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GSR Gonzo Sports Room. I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by OG Tony and Justin Terrell. How's it going, guys?
Going good. Going good. Well, guys, let's talk a little NFL news and notes. We got quite a bit of stuff to get to. Uh, let's talk about a couple trades that have happened in the last day or two. The first one we'll talk about was the Chiefs trading Trent McDuffie to the Rams for a first round pick, which would be the 29th pick in the draft, a fifth round pick, and a sixth round pick, and also a third round pick in 2027. So, Chiefs got a lot of trade capital, got a lot of trade, a lot of draft pick capital, and Rams got a really good defensive player in McDuffie. Chris, what do you think about this deal?
I think it was a real smart move by the Rams, kind of just showing that they're kind of going all in again, knowing that they probably only have Stafford maybe another year, another season or two. It's not like they have 4 or 5 more years of Stafford as quarterback. And it kind of, if you watch what the Chiefs have been doing, it kind of don't surprise me that they moved off McDuffie. They've done the same thing with Ward and got rid of him, didn't re-sign him. Done the same thing with Mooney. I mean, they've done it with a couple of their young cornerbacks that have been real good. Instead of re-signing them, they've kind of moved on from instead of giving that second contract and going with a younger guy. So they kind of stuck to what they've been doing on that defensive side of the ball. And then, but no, I think it was a smart pickup, though.
Like you said, and the Rams also kind of have been sticking to what they've been doing because they usually don't. They usually trade their first round pick.
Yeah.
They've had several times in the last few years, so that's kind of on par for them. I think it's a good deal for the Rams. It may help Kansas City out a little bit on depth. You'll get a younger player, save some money. So we'll see how that works out. Justin, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good move for the Rams. I don't, and it's also a good move for the Chiefs. I mean, especially when you're getting ready. You just had Patrick Mahomes renegotiate his contract, free up a little bit of cap space as well. It's good for the future because that again, you're going to run into a spot where you're going to have to re-sign some guys, and you're going to have to let some guys go, and so it's going to be good to have some young talent to be able to develop and bring in. So, and even if you use some of those draft picks to use in later package deals, I think then that works out well. And then you look at the Rams, you're only going to get maybe 1 year, 2 years at most, maybe for Matthew Stafford. He's coming back. So as a Rams, you kind of want to go all in this year because you don't know what you're going to get with Matthew Stafford next year. So I think it's a good move for both parts, but I think in the early run, it's a good move for the Rams. I think long term, when they get ready to move to Kansas City, Kansas, I think that's where they're moving.
Yep.
Yep. I think it's going to be a good move for them for the future as well.
Okay. And the other trade that happened today, the Chicago Bears trading wide receiver DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills. The Bears get a second and fifth round pick here in 2026. Chris, what do you think about this deal? DJ Moore going to
the Bears got a fifth round pick as well.
That's what I just seen, said second and fifth, unless I read it wrong, which is not impossible. I did go to Muncie Southside, so that's possible.
No, you're probably right. For some reason, I thought I heard that the Bills got DJ Moore and a fifth round pick, and the Bills got a second round pick. But I might have just heard it wrong. That's why I was just going to try to double check real quick if I can find it.
Yeah, once it can't be processed till a few days, but
Buffalo is sending a 2026 second round draft pick to Chicago in exchange for Moore and a fifth round pick. So yeah, the Bears got a second round pick and the Bills got DJ Moore and a 5th round pick.
Okay, I read it wrong then. So what do you think about that deal, Chris?
I know a lot of people have been killing the Bills for it, saying that because of the size of the contract, they don't like the move. I like the move for the Buffalo Bills. They needed an outside receiver. Now, and they needed a guy that's capable of being a number one receiver. They got one. You got him on the outside and you can put Shakir that you have on the inside, like with their 2 tight ends. I think it helps their offense a lot. I know DJ Moore, if you look at his numbers were down a little bit last year, but I think a lot of that was more the personnel and the offense he was in. If you look, Loveland and Durden for the Bears started getting a lot of catches, and Dunze. So like Moore wasn't getting the targets like he used to get there, where he's going to get a lot more targets with Buffalo because he's going to be their number one outside guy. So he's going to get a lot more targets. So yeah, I like it for both sides really. I understand what the Bears are doing. Hey, you got you a 2nd round pick you can use for whatever you want. You're pretty set on receiver and tight end, so it's not hurting you getting rid of more, and you're freeing up you freed up a lot of money, cap wise, getting rid of more as well. The Bills, yeah, you got more. You're taking a big salary on, but it's a position that you needed. So I like it for both teams.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's good for both teams. And Buffalo needed another receiver badly. They really did. So, what do you think, Justin?
He went to sleep.
I didn't go to sleep. Dang it! I was trying to press the button; it wasn't working. I think it's a good move for Josh Allen. Like I said, they didn't really have the star power, the weapons that they had, and you saw that they lacked explosiveness on the offensive side in receiving core. I mean, they relied on the tight ends a lot, but it really showed in the playoff run, and it really showed off in the playoffs because you didn't have that deep threat, and they just got beat up on. So to add DJ Moore, I think that's a huge move for them. They really didn't give up much for him. I think what was just a 2nd round pick.
Yep.
So, and I believe they got a 5th round pick in return. So it wasn't. I guess it was. I don't know I can't remember the phrase I'm looking for, but it was a good value for the Buffalo Bills, and I think it's going to be a good move to try to keep not just Josh Allen there, but to keep the fans in the Bills Mafia happy.
Yeah, and like you guys both said, they needed a receiver in a bad way. They really did. Got a few players I want to talk about here that's going to be released, but one was announced today, and it kind of surprised me a little bit. I'm going to try to say the name, guys, but I'm probably going to butcher it. It's a linebacker for the Giants, Bobby Okere.
Bobby Enrique. He used to play for the Colts.
Okay, I thought he did, but he had 143 tackles this year. He's had a bunch of tackles in the last 3 or 4 years. He's in the final year of a 4-year deal, $40 million deal. He gets paid $9 million this year. I was kind of surprised with the output that he's the tackles and everything. I know he's in the final year of the deal. I guess maybe he's going to want to get paid more. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Don't think they can afford him. But I was a little surprised on this deal. Chris, what'd you think?
Yeah, that deal surprised me as well. Because Eureka's been a real solid player for quite a few years now in the NFL, and like you said, it wasn't like he has been falling off.
Yeah, and he only makes $9 million this year.
Yeah.
I mean, so that kind of surprised me. What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I think they're going to try to use the money that they can to free up a little bit of cap to see what they got. Enrique, he's good, but you could probably get somebody around the same talent wise in the draft, and you can use that $9 million. Is that what you said that he's making?
Yep.
Okay, you could use that $9 million to get somebody else where you need, maybe somebody in the secondary, or maybe somebody on the offensive side, because you still got some young guys on the receiving core. Maybe try to get somebody. I don't know who's available at wide receiver right now. I mean, you could try to go get. I know you guys are Colts fans. They could try to go after Alec Pierce if he's not available, if he's available still. So there's a lot of options that the Giants can do with that extra $9 million. So, I mean, it's a good move to let him explore. And just because he hits free agency doesn't mean they won't re-sign him. It's just, hey, we're letting you explore other options and see what's best for you.
Chris, what'd you do?
I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
I
I've
played
got four. I've got 4 names here that players that's been released, and you guys tell me what you think of them being released and where they might end up. Just a wild guess. First one is Stephon Diggs. Chris, was you surprised he got released? And where do you think he might end up?
I was a little surprised he got released because he had a good year in New England, and it seemed like he had bought in. Man, I'm not sure where he might end up. I could see a team maybe like the New York Giants, because you could. Diggs don't have to be a number. He wouldn't have to necessarily be your number one, and you have neighbors on the other side. If you put Diggs on the opposite side with Jackson Dart and Scatterboo, I think that'd be a pretty good weapons wise on offense. So I'd say maybe the Giants.
What do you think, Justin?
That's Stephon Diggs. It's kind of shocking to see him get released, especially with the run that they had. Well, I agree with Chris. I thought he bought in, but at the same time, hearing the stuff that he was doing, he didn't really buy in because he still was a head case outside of the locker room. So to me, I saw it was kind of writing on the wall. Yeah, you had the good run. You had the Pro Bowl year. I could see him going to a Giants. I could see him going to a Miami, or I could, even see him going to an Arizona, where they could. He doesn't necessarily have to be a number one, but also frees up those guys that are on the team, on the other side, like Malik Neighbors, Jalen Waddle, Marvin Harrison Jr. Heck, we can even throw in other teams like the Vikings. Throw him in there with Addison and JJ. So there's a lot of options that could be thrown at if you really needed Diggs to be if Diggs will add depth no matter where he goes.
Yeah, I think Green Bay would be a good fit.
Yeah, that would be a good fit too, because they have a young wide receiver core, wide receiver room. So I mean, bringing in a guy with some experience could help as well.
Okay, next name I had was tight end Jonnu Smith, Tennessee. He's going to be out there, Chris. What do you think he might be a good pick? He's pretty decent tight end.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised Pittsburgh released him, but I kind of think you might see him end up with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I think that's a possibility. That would be a good fit. Jacksonville might be a good fit too.
I can see maybe the Titans in Brian Dable's offense, because Dable's going to want a tight end, and Smith still can be productive.
Okay. And what about you, Justin?
I think a reunion in Tennessee is possible. I could see him going to other teams that might need tight ends. I could see him going to possibly Cincinnati. Cincinnati can add some depth in the tight end position. I could see him going to I had the team off the top of my head, and I just drew a freaking blank. Yeah, Jacksonville. Jacksonville's another team. I'm trying to think of other teams that might need tight ends. The Commanders. There's another team that with Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is going to probably be done. His career is probably over. So you can you can see him going to a team like that. Just depending on where they are, I don't see him going to a team that's not really in the hunt for a playoff run. I see him more going to a team that's going to be a contender.
Yeah, 'cause he's not a guy that plays every down anymore either. So he's going to go to somewhere where he could fit in with some other, maybe another tight end or two.
What about the Colts, Chris?
I mean, I wouldn't, depending on how much what the price tag is on him, I wouldn't be against it to have somebody off the bench to help out with Warren.
Yep. Next one, guys. This is going to be an interesting name, Kyler Murray. None of us, I don't think, is surprised that he got released, but where do you think he could end up, Chris?
I think he's going to end up in Minnesota.
Okay.
I think they're going to bring him into Minnesota, and they'll say it's going to be a quarterback competition with him and McCarthy, and then because that McConnell, he's been able to work with all kinds of quarterbacks. I think that they think they'll be able to get Murray back in the right direction, and you get him so cheap. You can get Murray basically for vet minimums. Minnesota can sign Murray for $1.3 million for next season. Okay. Because he'll be getting all that money from Arizona, so they can sign him for like 1.3 million. So I think Minnesota, with what happened last year and McCarthy not being able to stay healthy when he was healthy, was really inconsistent. Sometimes looked pretty good, other times looked terrible. More of the latter. There wasn't a whole lot of times he looked real good. I think Kyler Murray's being able to get him cheap for a season like that. And you can bring him in. You can still sell it that you're not completely giving up on McCarthy. You're having a competition. McCarthy needs time to grow. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
What about this? What about the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I could see the Steelers, but I think Aaron Rodgers is coming back for the Steelers for a season.
All right, and what about you, Justin?
Yeah, all the signs are pointing to a Kevin McCarthy or I don't know if it's Kevin McCarthy. I don't know why I said that. Kevin O'Connell and Kyler Murray reunion, or not reunion, but
who's that remind you of, Chris?
I'm not even gonna say it.
Does it start with a G?
There used to be a guy used to do shows with us, and he always messed up. Sometimes both names, but at least if it wasn't the last name he messed up, it was the first name he messed up.
Hey, I'm working on it.
Okay,
I knew it was Kevin. I knew it was Kevin. But no, I do see Kevin O'Connell.
Pittsburgh coach, the Minnesota coach, will put them together.
Yeah.
Maybe they're secret lovers. It's
hey. People are into weird shit.
I know. Hey, I know. Have you not seen what's been coming out on social media lately?
Yeah, that's true.
Man. But no, I do think Kevin O'Connell's going to get Kyler Murray. I mean, you what are you going to do? You get a forward first round pick, first overall pick. You get him for not even $2 million. I mean, if he has a bad season, whoop-de-doo, you burn $2 million. Yep. If he has a great season and choose to move on from him, he can go get paid somewhere else. So it's really a win-win for both Kyler Murray and the Vikings. I mean, look at the Vikings squad. They really don't have. I mean, they need somebody that can sling it, and Kyler Murray can sling it on the run. He's not a very good pocket passer, but he can when he has to make plays with his feet. He's a very, very accurate quarterback on the run. He's a baseball player throwing the football.
It'd be the best weapons he's ever.
I agree. I mean, besides Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah. I mean, combinational weapons though.
Right,
'cause you have-
combination wise, exactly. Like you, I mean, you look at Justin Jefferson. He's a phenomenal player. He's the best wide receiver out there right now. But you add somebody, you can go after somebody in the draft like a Jeremiah Love or or sign somebody in free agency because there's I'm sure there's like Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker is going to be a free agent because they can't sign him the money. So there's options there, and then you get Kyler Murray, open up the option game for Kyler. I think it's a great fit for him, but the only thing that's going to hold Kyler back on how far he wants to go is how serious does Kyler want to take it.
I think he should go play for the A's, baseball. That's who's got his rights. They still have his rights. Is what I read.
Are they the Sacramento A's?
I don't know why I just said A's because I didn't know where they're at now.
I don't either. Aren't they supposed to be going to Vegas eventually?
I've heard a lot of different stuff, so I don't know. So that's why I just said A's. Well, guys, let's move on. I want to touch a little racing here real quick. Saturday, we got IndyCar start back up, opening race. That's Saturday, March 7th, 3 p.m. Kicks off the new season there in Arizona. Last year's 2025 winner, Alex Palou, just dominated last year. And I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't dominate again here in 2026, man. He just destroyed everybody last year. Nobody had a chance against that guy. So that kicks off Saturday, and also in Arizona on Sunday, we've got NASCAR, the GoVex 200 at the Phoenix Raceway. And guys, what do you think? You think Tyler Reddick can make it 4 in a row? He made it 3 in a row last week, but can he do it again? Chris, what do you think?
I just said last week he wasn't going to do 3 in a row. So, but no, I don't know. I mean, there's a chance he does because just that team is hot right now. But I'm going to say no, just because odds are somebody else is going to win the race. I think you're going to have Kyle Larson. Briscoe's been running up there toward the top. He can just figure a couple things out and not make mistakes there toward the end. But I don't think he's going to do 4 in a row. If he did, that'd be crazy. And but that team is hot right now. Them Toyotas are running hot and kind of dominating the first 3 races.
Yeah, most definitely. Justin, what do you think?
Who's winning the lawsuit right now? Did Michael Jordan win the lawsuit, or is this part of the lawsuit?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't know. I don't want to say it's scripted, but it could be. Can't wait for the Patriots to snag Alex Pierce. Oh, I mean, it's possible. Hey, it's possible. Alex Pierce said if they don't sign Daniel Jones, he's not coming back. He pretty much said that. So
that'd be a good pickup.
Sauce Gardner said he's locking Alec Pierce in his basement.
I did see that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. If it does, awesome. Like I would like for him to make the history. I'm not a big Tyler Reddick fan, but I'm a Michael Jordan fan. Like if he would replace the number 23 driver, Bubba Wallace, and replace Tyler Reddick and have I would say Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson on this team, hell yeah, that'd be awesome. But no, I think it'd be cool to see him do it. I just don't think it's gonna be done.
Okay, Chris, let's move on to some UFC. Talk a little UFC. I know you got a big, I believe what's UFC 326 Saturday night. I believe 9 o'clock. I believe.
Main card starts at 9. Prelims are probably like at 7. Early prelims are like at 5 or something like that. But the main card starts at 9 now since they moved to Paramount Plus. They start at 9 instead of 10 now, which is nice. You wouldn't think an hour would make that big a difference, but it does. It's a lot nicer when the main event's coming on around midnight instead of
Yep.
around 1:32 in the morning.
Yeah.
But no, it's a decent card. You got the the BMF baddest motherfucker title on the line, Max Holloway and against Charles Oliveira to be a rematch. Co-main event, Berhalo against Ritter. You got Rob Font on this card. Michael Johnson's on the card. It's a pretty good card. I don't know if it's as strong as the last. I think the last pay-per-view card was a little stronger than this one, but it should be an interesting night of fights. I got 3 fights that I like. I'm gonna take let me make sure the odds are the same. Cody Garbrandt against Zio Long. Garbrandt's a plus 124 underdog. I like Garbrandt in that fight. And then I'm going to take Michael Johnson against Drew Dober. Johnson is at minus 115. This fight's basically a pick 'em. Dober's minus 105. Johnson's minus 115. But Michael Johnson's looked pretty damn good his last couple fights. So I'm gonna go with Michael Johnson. And then in the main event, I'm gonna go with Charles Oliveira, the underdog at plus 172. To get the upset against Max Holloway. First time they fought, the fight only lasted like a minute and 40 seconds. Oliveira hurt his shoulder, and they had to end the fight. I think it's going to be a fun fight, but I think Oliveira is going to pull out the win. So I'm going to go with Oliveira at the plus 172.
Okay, I got 3 picks that I made. I'm going opposite. I'm going Holloway. I'm going with him winning. Then the other fight I had, I'm taking that Borello over Ritter, and then I've got Michael Johnson also beating Dober, and then I also had the Font fight picked. I'm gonna go 4 picks. I got the what is it, Rojas Jr.
Yeah,
I'm going with Rojas Jr. in that fight.
Against Rob Font.
Yep, against Rob Font. So
I
I
almost took Font in that for the upset, but I think Rojas will probably win that fight.
Them are my 4 picks. Justin, I don't know. You follow UFC, buddy?
Not so much. I really need to get into it. With the merger of them and the TKO, with them being part of TKO with WWE, I do need to watch it more. I have a buddy that watches it all the time. So I need to get into it, but I only really watched like the big fight.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really like Dana White just announced that the card for the White House event, it's already done. He's already got it ready to promote. So I'm excited to see the card for that. And on other MMA news, I'm kind of ready to see the Ronda Rousey fight. I kind of want to see her get knocked out. Will it happen? No, probably be like a Jake Paul thing, but we'll get into that scripted stuff in a minute. But yeah, I don't really keep up on it. I really need to. I'll probably watch it this Saturday if I don't while we're at the show.
We might make it back for the main event, Chris. Maybe.
Oh yeah, we should. We pretty good shot of making it back for a main event.
Yeah. Well, Chris,
I'm pretty sure now that's on Paramount Plus, you can go back and watch it on pretty much on demand. I think. I'm pretty sure you can go back and watch it, just like you can like Raws on Netflix and stuff. Then I do have a couple picks for the World Baseball Classic that started. Actually, the game is playing right now between Australia and I forget who they're playing now. Oh, Czechia. It is 1-0. Well, don't tell me what inning it is. It just says live. Don't even tell me the fucking inning. What the fuck? I mean, why would you say? Usually on FanDuel it tells you what inning it's in. It's not telling me right now, but
Chris, you know where you can watch those games at?
be honest,
MLB Network, maybe.
probably. I think it is on the MLB Network. I know that's where I watched some of the U.S. Training games. Was on not training games, but their exhibition game the other night
Yeah.
against the Giants. It was on MLB Network. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming that I was actually getting ready to try turning it on. That game started at 10, so it's early in the game. But the two games I like for Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, you got the Dominican Republic against Nicaragua. I like Dominican Republic at -4.5. And then at 8 o'clock, you got United States against Brazil. And I like the U.S. at the -3.5. These are the pool games. And then after you get out of your pool, you go on to they bracket it or whatever.
Do you know who the favorite is to win the Classic, Chris?
United States, Dominican Republic, and Japan are the three favorites. But probably Japan, since they won it last time, is probably the top favorite. But then you got Dominican Republic and the U.S. are right there. Them would be the top three teams.
Okay. Guys, that's all I have. You guys got anything before we get out of here? Real quick, before you guys answer that question, I do want to promote that Saturday we'll be doing a wrestling show there in Marion, Indiana, and should be broadcasting live. I think we can do it live.
Yeah, as long as we have internet.
Yep, as long as we have internet. April 18th. Yep. Yeah, 7 o'clock. Intense Championship Wrestling. They're opening back up, and so that should be interesting for us. Our first time there. And see Brody Botkins and a bunch of Jake Ullman, one of the best out there, independent wrestlers. Got a good card.
I was gonna say they got a pretty good card from the way it sounded when Brody was on here the other night. So
Yep.
should be a good night.
The uncle versus the nephew. That should be a great feud. Should be a great match. So yeah, definitely tune in and watch Saturday at 7 p.m. here on the network. And appreciate everybody watching. You guys got anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, if as long as we have internet, we'll be live on YouTube. If we can't get internet, it will record it and we will air it one day next week.
Yep.
Probably.
If we don't have internet, I am going to powerbomb Tony through a table.
Hey, ain't my fault we don't have internet. You have to powerbomb Brody Botkins.
We'll record that.
Him. Brody takes my place, so you got to powerbomb.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
You can't book the booker. No way.
Yeah. You got a choice. You can powerbomb Marcus or Brody.
No, I'm gonna powerbomb you, Tony.
I think Glenn deserves a powerbomb.
He deserves a good old punk kick.
Well, we appreciate everybody watching, and we'll be back Tuesday night at 10 o'clock with GWR, and Gonzo'S Sports Room will be on Monday at 6:30 with GWR. Hey,
you're losing your damn mind now.
Too many damn letters. GWR, GSR, fucking this, fucking that.
Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, X, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Fucking this.
Fucking that.
Yep.
It's my third show.
We appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you guys maybe Saturday night at 7 with
hopefully
the ICW wrestling. If not, we'll see you on Monday at 6:30. Have a good night.
Good night.